Hi, it's Warren with ZenPro Audio. Welcome to ZenTV Weekly. We have got SSL G Buss compressors in the original form and clone form coming out of our butts this week. And what we have done is we've actually created a standalone test just for compressors that claim lineage to the original SSL. What we've had is the SSL G Buss, the TK Audio BC1S, the Dramastic Obsidian, the Alta Moda Hippo, as well as the Chameleon 7720 and the Serpent Audio SB4001. So this week, all of those were set up side by side and using test tones. Okay, it's still repeatable, so we can keep bringing more ins, but using test tones to absolutely make sure that they're all performing the same amounts of reduction. We used a 4:1 ratio, 10 millisecond attack with the auto release, which is how most people are actually using these things. So you can go in there and check out the original SSL versus all of these other models in the Clipalator on a mix bus file, as well as drums. On the drum file, I basically just took each one of them and pushed them as hard as I could. And if they had a mode, like a lo-fi mode or the grind mode, things like that, that would bring a little bit of extra character to a smash drum bus, I printed that as well. So if you're interested in a mix bus SSL style G Buss compressor, man, you can compare a lot of stuff in there, and we will continue to bring more in here and just keep adding and compiling this information so that you actually know how they compare. In new products this week, the Warm Tonebeast, the TB12. We've just brought in the John Hardy 990C opamps to replace and upgrade what's called the 918 on the TB12. So it's a very inexpensive mod. It's really just an op-amp swap, and of course we test the unit before and after for $59.99 right now here at ZenPro. So we will be printing clips on that within about a week that we will load into our preamp section so that you can directly compare the 990C upgrade in that unit to the stock that's in there already. So we're very excited about that. It's a nice low-cost way to step things up and to give you another choice. The Focal Spirit Pro headphones, those came in here last week, and I was able to spend time with them. Not a lot of time with them, but to directly compare what I hear coming from a pair of monitors that I understand and listening to the headphones and just going back and forth and back and forth. I have to say Focal has done a very good job at delivering a mixed monitor style headphone, even though it's closed, that has a very natural sort of response. Where things would be tucked away and barely revealed on a set of speakers in a control room, the Focal were delivering the same information. They had a very nice tone to them as well. Like, they didn't really bring a texture. A lot of headphones have that sort of zingy kind of quality to them. These don't have that, so they have a lot of depth, and I don't know. I have to say my initial impressions are that, yes, you could mix or check your mixes with these headphones, and they really seem to have gone very far out of their way to have it as something that could potentially replace a monitor in a room. So good job, Focal. We appreciate you letting us check those out. Those are on the shelf now and shipping, so not a problem there. New products added to the site this week, the Valley People Dyna-Mte. This is a 1980s compressor gate unit that has now been recreated by PMI Audio for the API 500 series. They're telling us that they're shipping soon, and we do have units on order, so we're taking pre-orders now if you want to check those out. And also the Sunset Sound S1P 500 series preamp. This is a mic pre that's based on their consoles, again from PMI Audio. We have units on order. I do not know the ship date of those Sunset Sound ones, but cool looking piece, and you guys should check that out. Golden Age has upgraded the COMP54 compressor to the Mark II. Now, the main change that I'm told is that it now accommodates an insert on the rear of the unit, so it appears as though Golden Age is making sure that people can more easily chain these units with the preamp as well as the EQ if you wanted to create one strong channel strip out of having all of those units here. So a little bit of a price rise. Units are on order and they're coming in this week. Sonically, I've been told it really is the same. Again, it's a connection issue that they have. Clipalator news, again, all SSL style compressors have been reprocessed and re-uploaded into the Clipalator so that they are absolutely level matched on reduction and everything, so that you can do a direct comparison there with the brands and the models that I mentioned earlier. Alta Moda, both of their units, including the Hippo, in the clean and warmth modes have been added on there, as well as their AM25 EQ for 500 series. So that is now in the Clipalator as well. The Dramastic Obsidian, even though it's not for sale on our website. Thank you, Dev, for lending us that unit and letting us spend time with it. We put that in there as a point of reference for people as well on the SSL compressor side. And the Thermionic HG15, I don't know if you saw or are able to see at this point. That unit has been here this week. We have it fully tested as a tube pre, an EQ with both the presence and the air bands used, as well as a compressor. So in each of those folders in the Clipalator, you can check out the new Phoenix HG15. Check it out. That's all the cool stuff that I can think of that's going on this week at ZenPro Audio. As always, you can contact us and I'll personally respond and get you taken care of. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Thanks.